welcome to another Bird News and Views. I'm your host, Don Burgess, and tonight we have a bit of a somber topic, but with joy and possible light at the end of the tunnel. Um, with road traffic accidents that have been a scourge the last couple of years, in particular in Bermuda. And we have members of the group Pain into Purpose, and we have the founder, Guielle Bean, with us. Welcome, Guielle.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you.
And Antoinette Burgess, welcome as well.
Thank you.
Guielle, why don't we start with you, and why don't you tell us why you started Pain into Purpose and a little bit about yourself.
Okay, no problem. So, correction, Pain into Purpose wasn't actually started by me. It was started by the class of 2021 at Bermuda Institute after the loss of our friend and classmate, Kijani Burgess. At that time, obviously, we were all in a bit of despair. And so we needed a bit of hope. And so the question that we asked ourselves was, how could we take his legacy and do something to keep it alive? And so this is where we came up with the movement and the campaign Pain into Purpose. Um, our ultimate goal for this organization is to basically allow community members and those who have lost friends or family or anyone that they know to the roads to just come to us as a safe haven. Our mission is to unite the community through empathy so that the lives of road fatality victims aren't in vain. Our organization stands for empathy, legacy, and unity through the community. And our vision is to create a better Bermuda through action by empowering our community to turn their pain into purpose.
It's very commendable that this organization was started by young people to reach out to others, and you can just see the empathy just from the way it was started. So I just want to thank you for creating this group.
You're welcome.
Now, Antoinette, if you can introduce yourself, and I know tomorrow's sort of a painful anniversary for you, but if you want to say how you became involved with this.
Um, as Dawn said, my name is Antoinette Burgess, and I am the mother of Kijani Burgess. He was the first road fatality of 2020, January 13th. Um, I literally got involved because I was just so in awe of the compassion and the love that was shown by his class. And also, I just said, I have to figure out how to turn my pain into purpose, and also to so that his legacy, like Gial said, would not be forgotten. Um, he was a humble young man who had so much love for others, and so the when the young people came to me and we talked about it, and they were getting ready to go off to school, and it was like, okay, well, who's still here in Bermuda? I didn't want their vision, their mission to be put aside. So I said, you know what? I need to step in. I need to help. And through this, it's also helping me in my grieving process.
Right. What did it mean to you to see them reach out to you and to remember Kijani this way?
It it meant a lot, and it still means a lot. Um, I think I've never seen young people, 16 and 17 years old, to rally around a family like they did, and to create something that is so compassionate. Um, it was just so blown away. I mean, the day of his accident, the day he died, they tell me, I never saw it, but they tell me that the amount, it felt like the entire school was at the hospital that day. But it was even the next day when they came to the house as a class and just surrounded us with love and support and let us know that they are here for us and that they will always be here for us.
as tomorrow's the 1 year anniversary
Yes.
of that, and what are some of your emotions that you're feeling today? I can tell in your voice that it's very emotional with the anniversary tomorrow.
Um, it's actually been a really bittersweet um, week thus far, because I would say this as a mom. Um, I have been literally replaying his last moments over and over in my mind, like as a video that will not end. He died on a Monday, so Monday the 10th. It was very difficult because I was playing back what happened on the Saturday, what happened on the Sunday, what happened on the Monday. So even though the 13th is the actual day that he died, it's still like a difficult time because Monday I thought about everything that he did. And so tomorrow I don't know where I'm going to be at. I don't know um, how I'm going to be because it's very painful to know that he left home and we left each other at 7:30, but in the morning, but also our last conversation was at 3:32 p.m. when he called me and to have a discussion about an upcoming school trip. And even after that, it was about, you know, not being able to talk with him and let him know that he was going. So it's a lot of emotions to be played on that tomorrow. Um, but I, in working with doing this campaign, it's helping me in the grieving process.
And I know for sure, just from my brief conversation with Guielle, that you're going to be surrounded with love and empathy and support.
Yes. Yes, of course. Those who are on the island, I'm pretty sure they're going to like be with Aunt Antoinette and the family and just make sure that they could uphold her and just surround her with love. Um, Reflect on the life that Kijani lived and the impact that he made on each and every one of us. And yeah.
Now, Guielle, what is the Johnny Burgess Dream Award, and why? I know because of Johnny's legacy that you want to keep him remembered.
The Kijani Burgess Dream Award was started by Aunt Antoinette and her daughter Kayla Burgess. Basically, it's a scholarship that's provided for a student that attends BI to help them further their education. It allows them to continue their dream and to basically continue Kijani's dream that which was to become the movie director of Bermuda, a well-renowned and known one. Um, but it basically gives a student an opportunity to achieve their goals and achieve their dreams when they might not have the means to do so.
So, and who's the first recipient of that award?
The first recipient of that award, on Antoinette, if you could help me a bit with that.
Was Malaysia break?
Malaysia,
Yes.
and we may have Malaysia on
Yes.
in a little bit. She did have an activity that she had to do in a class. I think was it a class? I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully she'll be joining us too to give a little bit of insight on how that was helpful to her and moving forward for her dream. Now on Friday we have Pain into Purpose Sea of Blue Day. Um, Gail, if you can explain a little about on what's going to happen.
Okay, so Sea of Blue Day, we're asking if everyone could participate by wearing something blue or writing in blue, just to basically turn Bermuda blue in honor of road fatality victims and in honor of Kijani as well. The Sea of Blue initiative was started in January 2020. And so this will be the second year anniversary that we're having it. And we're just asking that everyone could participate. If you could send your pictures to the Painting to Purpose Bermuda Instagram page, and hashtag Painting to Purpose Bermuda, or hashtag Sea of Blue, hashtag Paint Bermuda Blue. And we're also just asking if everyone could do a random act of kindness for anyone that they see, whether if that's paying for someone's meal or just giving them a compliment or telling them to have a good day. Just make someone's day on Friday, January 14th.
Right. So what made you decide to add the random act of kindness as part of this um, celebration sort of remembrance?
Well, it was really because we was trying to think of what else, you can, yes, have the island wear blue, but we wanted to be something special and something that people will participate in. So the random act of kindness is just to show some sort of empathy, some sort of love to anyone that is going through, because Bermuda, we have been through so much since COVID. Um, and we have seen so many persons that are hurting. And I always say, we wear this mask and we don't know what's going on behind the mask. So, and I try and encourage everyone to always be kind. Say just, even if it's just something as good morning, it can make a difference. Because I remember I was going through a lot one day, just walking from my car, and a lady stopped me and she just said, "Good morning." And it made a world of difference to my day. And so it's just, trying to remember the families that have been through the loss of not just a road traffic fatality, but also that have, family members that have been hurt in road traffic accidents. There are several families that, and we look at the statistics, you have over 8,000 persons that have visited the hospital. So that's 8,000 people. Um, and we look at these statistics of just last year, we had 17, the year before, we had 6, so 23 families. We need to reach out to them. We need to just something as simple, like I said, as even sending a card or phone call, just saying that, we're thinking of you, we love you. Um, and but also in that, Don, I like to say this much too, is that not only remembering those families, but also remembering our EMTs and also our police officers with your random act of kindness. A lot of times they are the first persons on the scene. Um, and we don't think about their trauma and what they've been through. So even with your random act of kindness, please reach out to them. And you see a police officer, be kind. Just tell them, thank you for doing your job. Thank you for taking care of our community. Um, and if they're as a family, remember your own family in your random act of kindness. You could just wake up and maybe your child wants something different you haven't made for a long time. Make them a special breakfast on Friday morning. Maybe your teachers are going through a lot. Maybe you can just send something with your child, an apple, to their teacher as a random act of kindness. So we just want to, with that, encourage everyone. Wear blue, but also think of those around you and be kind to those around you.
Yeah, especially like you mentioned, the EMTs and
Mhm.
the other first responders have to be there
Yes.
on the scene dealing with that and having to check their own emotions while they take care of somebody who may be a road traffic accident victim.
Mhm.
You bring up a key stat, Antoinette. I know a lot of times we just focus on the number of deaths, but 8,000 people ended up visiting the emergency room, or we had 8,000 visits of people visiting the emergency room from road traffic accidents. And Guielle, just to emphasize that? You know, a lot of times we don't, really focus on that number, but have you seen some of your classmates at BI also go through accidents like that as well?
Yes, they have been minor accidents, but I have seen classmates and different friends from other schools go through that same experience as well. And with the Pain into Purpose initiative, we're just asking that there be better road safety, that people slow down, that everyone is aware of those around them. So being mindful of road users, because although it may be the person on the bike who has gotten in an accident, it's also the people around them as well. To obey the traffic rules and to have healthy driving habits. So if that's not being on your phone or just, paying attention to the roads and everyone around them.
So, Gail, what are some things that Pain into Purpose does for people, or things that you share with people who've lost loved ones to road traffic accidents?
So some of the things that Pain into Purpose does, we like to create little care packages. So that can include handwritten cards that we've bought and just written words of advice or words of comfort to the family who's going through the loss. We've also bought flowers and bouquets of flowers for the different families. We've gone to them individually to speak to them and just to let them have a listening ear or to have a shoulder to cry on. Um, we've also done we've also done pins that we've created to give to the families of those who have lost loved ones and much more.
Right. Now, I'm putting on the purpose that on the spot here, but would you happen to have a pin handy that maybe the viewing audience
Um,
be able to see?
Let's see a pin.
Okay.
Let me just move. If I have one here done
Okay.
on my shirt, so we have the Pain into Purpose shirt, and then we also have the pins right. I don't know if you can
Yeah, we can see
see
it.
it. Okay.
You did a great job of
Yeah.
zooming in on it. Now, recently, because this is all year long and all doing it, but recently you reached out to somebody who lost a loved one. What was their reaction to that? Yeah.
Um, yeah, we reached out someone, and actually they were just they were so thankful that we could think of their family and surround their family with love. And so the message came back, and how they were just so appreciative of it, that we would think of others while we are going through our own.
And you're getting lots of love in the comments, lots of blue hearts um, from the viewers. Now, if somebody wants to volunteer to help, or they'd like someone from Pain into Purpose to reach out to them, how can they contact you, and what are some of the ways and the best way?
I would say the best way to contact us is through our Instagram page at Pain into Purpose Bermuda, all lowercase and all together. If they ever need anyone to talk to, they can message us in our direct messages. And yeah, that's the best way to get in contact with us.
Great. Now we're going to wrap up shortly, but I want to give you both a chance to have a last word. And Antoinette, we'll start with you.
Um, my last word is just for everyone to please support us, support Bermuda, support the families of Bermuda that have been through what my family is going through. Um, it's it's difficult, it's painful, especially as a mom. Um, I always tell people that people says, "Well, I don't know what to say to you." And somebody tell them, you don't have to say anything, but just a smile. And, we can't smile through our mask, but I can see it in your eyes, the love that you have and the support. So I just want everyone to really participate in the Pain into Purpose Day. Turn Bermuda blue, whether it's your office, whether it's your business, whether it's your school. Um, and most of all, do a random act of kindness. Show someone a little bit of kindness on Friday. And also encourage Bermudians to um, look at the earned driving habits. Look at, how they drive on these roads. It's not just, not just the police. It's all of us. And I just ask that you remember the families. I'm sorry if my voice starts to to
There's no
just
need
just
to keep
because
saying
I'm just very
no need to
emotional
say sorry.
about it.
It's
But
okay.
I just want to just encourage everyone and thank you the entire island of Bermuda that have supported my family from January 13, 2020 to today. Um, you came out in 2020 when they did it, and I just want to say thank you. And I think that's all I can say, Don. I'm sorry.
No, don't. You don't have to apologize. You know, grief is an ongoing process, and it's real, and it's still raw. So, if I was closer, I'd wrap you up in a hug if I could.
I guess I
Okay.
guess like, I guess my closing remarks would be to for just everyone to be mindful of each other on the roads and just to cherish the time that they have with people. We don't know when our last moment is going to be with a person, so just to make that memory and hug and love on your family members and your friends and those that you don't know. Just
Okay, I think we lost Guielle there, the audio.
sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Just for everyone to spread kindness to each other because we all don't know what we're going through, and just to be kind to each other and spread love.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So again, just to remind everybody, Friday is Pain into Purpose Day. You should wear blue, just as uh, to help people who've gone through road traffic accidents. And they're encouraging everyone to do a random act of kindness in their memory, and just to reach out and love on one another, like
Yes.
us
Yes,
Bermudians are known for doing.
yes,
So
Yes.
be kind. We should be kind all year, but let's be extra kind on
yes.
Friday and wear
Yes.
your. So I just want to thank Antoinette Burgess and Guielle Bean for being with us tonight and sharing your stories. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. And I've been your host this evening, Don Burgess, and we're wishing everyone a very beautiful evening.